Howdy. News. Finland. Another 300 residents without water. This is the situation of Helsinki's massive pipe break now. The Helsinki Rescue Service has received numerous alarms about damage control. You can check out the video if you want to. The streets of Helsinki are flooded on Sunday morning, November 13th. The reason is numerous pipe breaks in the trunk line of the water supply network. The water is still broken in places of ASI warns of brown water. The streets of Helsinki were flooded on Sunday morning and in the morning. When there were several, this is translated by Google Earth, so I don't take any responsibilities for any translation mistakes. When there were several pipe breaks in the trunk line in the inner city area, the Helsinki Region's Environmental Services HSY says that currently there are about 300 residents in Violankatu without water. Temporary water distribution has been started for them at the intersection of Violankatu and Vellamankatu. Rautalammintie also has one property without water. Repairs have started in Fleminginkatu, Violankatu, Rautalammintie and Boulevard. Kumpulantaival is no longer without water, but repairs to the water pipes will also be started there later. HSY says that sediment can come off the walls of water pipes due to changes in water flow directions and pressure fluctuations throughout the inner city area. If the water is brown or cloudy, the water should be run from all faucets until it's clear. If the water doesn't clear up after running for 10 minutes, we ask that you notify HSY's water supply emergency service. The pipe breaks are in Hietalahti and Vallila. In addition, one case is suspected in Kumpula. The damages are at Hietalan Tor, Boulevard, and at the corner of Alexis Kivenkatu and Fleminginkatu. So there is like many places where all of a sudden those pipes break. Multiple alerts. The rescue service received the first alarm about the medium-sized damage control at 6:29. In total, there were 3 medium and 3 small water damage tasks and 22 automatic alarms in the morning. They were caused by disturbances in the water supply network. The situation has calmed down. The last water damage alarm came at 9:30. Tomi Rantala, head of the SH department online, says that the other crimes were a continuation of the first one. Crimes. Yeah, maybe. It is the same drinking water pipe network. There is a very big damage. The 600-mile water main has broken in Fleminginkatu. What does that mean? I haven't read this in Finnish yet because I didn't really have time. The water has eaten away some of the layered structures of the street. When the place of disturbance has been isolated with valves, the water pressure has dropped. There have been monstrosities. One car has fallen into one. 2 tasks are still ongoing at the corner of Fleminginkatu and Satamanratakatu. Water is pumped away from the properties on the boulevard. Water is still leaking onto the street, but according to the rescue service, it has not reached the properties. Pipe breaks have caused water outages. The Helsinki Police Department had to direct traffic, for example, in Kallio and the section between Hämeentie and Violankatu. There are still exceptional traffic arrangements in the vicinity of Hietalahten Ranta. Check it out, blue sky and flooding. The water flooded near Hietalahti market. The reason is unknown. There is no information yet of the cause of the broken pipes. Tomi Rantala says that HSY would take control of the situation, locate the violations, fix them, and return the water to the consumption in the necessary parts, one step at a time. Yeah, that's probably why they are hired to do this stuff, this kind of work. When the situation have been corrected, we will start a root cause analysis of what caused it. At the moment, there is no exact information. According to Rantala, there are currently no indication that this is an intentional sabotage. However, according to him, the cases are possibly related. It is possible that these are connected to each other. It is a water pipe that is so big when the valves are closed. The normal flow directions change and it may cause a violation elsewhere as well. It is one and the same network, the pipes of which are connected to each other. We apologize for the water outages caused by the situation. Yeah, that's fine to see some places. I lived for a little while in Helsinki. Yeah. There's like some jewelry store got ransacked here, and very close, like the neighbor was his village. There was some mysterious crash, but they don't know what crashed. Did anything crash? But now to something interesting. Otago Daily Times. I just stumbled across this. I couldn't really read it like, but I thought this might have to do something with mountain water, white rivers, glaciers, cryptodomes, cryptoglaciers, etc. How New Zealand's largest, longest glacier is melting from within. Scientists have discovered fresh evidence showing how New Zealand's largest, longest glacier is melting from the inside as well as out, posing wide implications for these icy jewels of our alpine environment. Flowing some 23 kilometers through the heart of Aoraki Mount Cook National Park, Haupapa Tasman Glacier has shrunken dramatically over recent decades, all while a milky blue proglacial lake that formed at its tongue has been expanding at a rate of more than 100 meters each year. Gypsum? Eventually, the glacier as we know it today could become unrecognizable, perhaps just languishing as a remnant wedge of ice, disconnected from its feeder sources higher in the mountains. While Tasman Lake itself has contributed to much of the glacier's recent decline through gradually carving its exposed terminus, researchers have been working to understand how its many deep crevasses may be trapping heat. I've been talking about this hundreds of times, probably. That glaciers, or actually, the glaciers are contemporary lava streams made of water, which means the glacier carrying mountain might be a volcano, which means the outflow, which is in this case mainly water, will fluctuate according to whatever environmental influences, which are quite likely electromagnetic in nature. So, if there is more energy coming in, we have there close to New Zealand, there is quite much earthquake activity. We had Tonga, which is not just beside it, but not too far away either, and many other things. And also the temperature of the water which is pouring off the mountain would fluctuate too. Sometimes it's warmer, sometimes it's colder, sometimes it's just ice, but not always. Sometimes there are even white rivers to be found at the end of glaciers. But anyway, This effect was something that struck University of Canterbury glaciologist Dr. Heather Purdy when she and colleague Tim Kerr were exploring how glacier retreat was impacting mountaineering at Aoraki Mount Cook around the commonly climbed Linda Glacier route. Our conversations with climbers really highlighted the perception that the crevasses were becoming exposed earlier, presenting challenges to the route. This got me thinking about the wider implications to glacier health. Yes, maybe they should have to overthink the whole concept of what glaciers really are once again. Does this continue anywhere? Where is it? What's going on? Let's reload it. Do we have geomagnetic activity? What's wrong with the internet? Why can I not watch this page? Is anyone listening live? Google? Big Brother? So this obviously doesn't work. Let's try again. Desktop side. Maybe this helps. No. Very interesting. So I think I do it like this. I show you a few pictures about Glacier and Mountainwater and these kind of things. I think you have seen them. But since this doesn't work, and this is somehow, it seems at least, very strongly related, we have to probably watch a few pictures. Yes, let's take Mountainwater. There are some pictures. For example, this one. Petrified spring in the French Alps. This looks like it could be in the Yellowstone National Park in America. This one I made some time ago when we had the fire on top of the Glacier 3000 facility in Switzerland. We are watching at the Iron Well, place of power, which is here. And finally, there's the Holy Saint Stephen, just beside it. Yeah. Holy A3 anomalies. Anyway, 33 kilometers from this place of power, the Iron Well, we have Glacier 3000, Le Diableret, which has a glacier. There are probably several. And within the glacier cave, which is on top of the mountain, there are those red streaks within the ice. And I ask, are these iron deposits in glacier ice? Maybe there's even like writing mistakes in this text, but I don't care. English is just one language I use. I probably don't speak any of those languages. I speak perfectly. But anyway, this still doesn't work, but I have the address, so I will put a link down below. Maybe we can read it when once. It's a bit funny that this just somehow crashed as I started to talk about that. I really doubt that there's anyone listening, beside like those people who are watching my videos. But if so, it would be interesting. It's not the first time I encounter this kind of things. Not only whilst doing videos, but yeah. Interesting. Doesn't work. Longest, largest glacier in New Zealand, melting from within. They won't tell me. Probably they don't know why. I think I know why. I have a, a theory about that, which is not really knowing yet. But anyway, it's all white. Digital silence, a white screen. Anyway, thanks.